Many people ask, how does God select the chosen ones? As if God is scanning the earth for the most powerful, the most famous, or the most perfect. But the Bible tells a very different story. God's way of choosing has never followed human logic. From the very beginning, God has shown that His choice is rooted not in appearance, status, or strength, but in the condition of the heart. While people look at what is visible, God looks deeper into motives, faith, and willingness to obey. Throughout Scripture, God consistently chooses those others overlook. When God chose David, he was not the strongest or the oldest. He was a shepherd boy, forgotten in the fields. When God called Moses, Moses felt inadequate and afraid. When God used Gideon, Gideon saw himself as weak and insignificant. These stories reveal God does not choose the qualified. He qualifies the chosen. What matters to God is not how impressive someone appears, but how surrendered they are. God's selection is also based on grace. Being chosen is not something a person earns by good behavior or religious effort. The Bible reminds us that God's calling comes from His mercy and love. This means no one can boast about being chosen. It humbles us and shifts the focus away from human achievement and toward God's goodness. The chosen ones are not special because of who they are. They are special because of who God is. Another important truth is that God's choosing involves a response. God calls many people, but not everyone answers that call. The chosen are those who hear God's voice and respond in faith. They trust Him even when they don't understand the path ahead. They follow Him even when obedience costs them comfort, reputation, or security. Being chosen is not just about being called, it's about saying yes to God again and again. God never chooses people simply to bless them privately. He chooses them for a purpose. The chosen are set apart to reflect God's character, to carry His truth, and to be light in dark places. Their lives become testimonies of God's power, love, and faithfulness. Often this calling comes with trials, testing, and seasons of waiting, because God is shaping them for something greater than themselves. In the New Covenant, God's chosen ones are not limited to a nation, family line, or background. Through faith, anyone can become part of God's chosen people. This means your past does not disqualify you. Your weaknesses do not exclude you. Your brokenness does not push you away. God often uses broken places as the starting point of His greatest work. So how does God select the chosen ones? He chooses those who are willing to trust Him, humble enough to depend on Him, and bold enough to obey Him. If you feel a desire to seek God, to walk with Him, and to live for His purpose, that desire itself may be evidence that God is already calling you. And when God calls, it's not to make life easier, it's to make life meaningful.